Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be discussing binary relations, what reflexivity, symmetry, antisymmetry, and transitivity are, and a few examples. So let's get into it. A binary relation R on set X is reflexive if for all X belongs to X, X R X, where the set X is a set and R is the relation. So this is just a definition. I'll be getting into a few examples later on. So for symmetry, we have for all X and Y belongs to X, X R Y implies Y R X. So X and Y are elements in the set capital X, and if X R Y is true, then Y R X is also true. Now for antisymmetry, for all X and Y belongs to X, if X R Y and Y R X is true, then X is equal to Y. This is antisymmetry. And finally, transitivity. And don't worry if this doesn't make sense as of now, because I'm going to be explaining examples later for it to make sense. So for transitivity, we have for all X, Y, and Z belongs to X, if X are Y and Y are Z is true, then X R Z is true. So it's just an implication. So if X are Y and Y are Z, then X are Z. So let's explain what this means with the help of an example. Let's first consider a relation of this sign less than equal to on N. So first, this is our relation. So this is R in these examples. So let's see if this is reflexive. If it's reflexive, we can see from the definition above that it's just X R X. We can take any X. Since we have N, we know that we have to take a natural number. Let's take 1, for example. Is 1 less than equal to 1? It's not. So this symbol is not reflexive. Now, let's try for symmetry. We know that it's XRY implies YRX. So if 1 is less than equal to 2, this is true, then 2 should also be less than equal to 1. However, this is not true. So we've found a counterexample. So again, this symbol is not symmetric. And finally, for antisymmetry, we have XRY and YRX implies X equals Y. So if we have to try to find a case where XRY and YRX is true, but can there ever be two different numbers such that the first number is less than the second one, and then the second one is less than the first one? That's just not possible, so it's vacuously true. So it is antisymmetric. Finally, for transitivity, let's take the definition first. We just know it's XRY and YRZ implies XRZ. So if 1 is less than 2, and 2 is less than 3, that should imply 1 is less than 3. And this is true. So we can confirm that it is transitive. So now, we've established that this relation R is not reflexive or symmetric, but it is vacuously antisymmetric, and it is transitive. Let's consider another relation, which is the equal cardinality relation. I'm just making up something, the equal cardinality relation. So they're considered equal if they have the same cardinality. So, and this is of a set. So the cardinality is just the number of elements in a set if you're unaware. So this set, the cardinality is 2 because it has 2 elements in it. So let's see if it's reflexive. Let's take a set S. Is the cardinality of the set equal to the cardinality of the same set? This is true. So the equal cardinality is reflexive. Take any example. Take the set 1, 2, the cardinality of this set. Is it equal to the cardinality of this set? It is. So we've established that it is reflexive. Now let's test for symmetry. If S, we know it's X, R, Y, so that means the cardinality of set S should be equal to the cardinality of set T, for example. If this is true, then the cardinality of set T should be equal to the cardinality of set S. This is true because either way, if you look at them, you're still comparing the same 2 things, and putting one first and the other second won't change anything. So it is still symmetric. So we've established that it's reflexive and symmetric. Now for antisymmetry. So if the cardinality of S, or let's take a real example for this. Let's make up some numbers and figure it out. So if the cardinality of the set 1 is equal to the cardinality of the set 2, which is true because they both have 1 element, so their cardinalities are 1. And the cardinality of 2 is equal to the cardinality of 1. We know this is true because this cardinality is 1 and this cardinality is 1 again. This should mean that 1 is equal to 2. This should imply that 1 is equal to 2. However, this is not true because you have 2 different sets. So we've proved using a counterexample that it's not antisymmetric. And finally, for transitivity, it is transitive because take set S, for example. If S is equal to T, the cardinality of S is equal to T, and the cardinality of T is equal to the cardinality of U, then this should imply that the cardinality of S is equal to the cardinality of U, because the cardinality of S is equal to the cardinality of T, and the cardinality of T is equal to the cardinality of U. So it's like equating 3 things. So we've proved that the equal cardinality relation is reflexive, symmetric, not antisymmetric, and it is transitive. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you.